All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kava here, coming at you in the early days of 2017 from Baltimore, Maryland. It's my first time experiencing an actual winter in my life, and it's really difficult to go outside, and you have to force yourself to go out every now and then. It feels like 10 degrees outside. I think it's actually like 20, but yeah, no sunlight. You get kind of a little bit depressed sometimes in this kind of weather. I'm from San Diego, and I've lived in the tropics, for much of my life, so it's a big change, but it's cool as long as I have stuff to do. Kava's got a band to conduct. So, anyways, moving on to what you're all here for, Bula Kava House. Nambawan. Now, if you think Nambawan sounds like number one, it's no coincidence. That's a Bislama, which is the pidgin English that's spoken in Melanesia. And number one obviously refers to what people would call the number one kava. And this is from Bula Kava House. And right up on the front, they clarify that this is not a lunchtime kava. This is the kind of kava that you want to drink probably in the evening time, certainly not when you need to get back to work or while you're at work for that matter. So it's a Vanuatu kava with the name Nambawan. That's all that we can really get from the packaging. So yeah, with no further ado, I'm gonna make some of this up and let you know how it tastes, let you know how it affects me. It's got a Vanuatuan smell to it, that kind of a piney, a little pungent kind of smell. And on that note, I've been drinking a lot of Fijian kavas lately, as my regular viewers, listeners, readers, whatever, will be able to attest to. So it was 2016 is really the year of Vanuatu kavas, and which is fine and great. I love Fijian kavas. So it's good to dip back into something from Vanuatu. So yeah, no further ado, I'm gonna get going on this. All right, so number one from Bula Kava House. Bula. Yeah, that's that old Vanuatu piney, peppery taste that we all know so well. It's been a long time since I had it. I think the last, yeah. So it's not the best tasting stuff out there, as you can imagine. But we'll see how it affects me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kava back. I'm sure that you'll be able to see here that I'm no longer in the same day as I was for the rest of this video review, and that's actually because I had a few shells of the number one, became really quite lethargic and lazy, and turned on a movie that was really good. Actually, I don't even know if the movie was good. It might have just been that I was so happy that I didn't care, but yeah, the number one was incredibly strong. To make a long story short, I had I drank quite a bit of it. I did 3 sessions. The first 2 sessions are about 2.5 tablespoons, put into 2 alu balls and shaken that way. And then the third session, I pretty much finished the bag off because, or I finished the bag off, translation. Just because, there wasn't enough left for 2 more sessions. And the result was that I actually recorded a video, and then when I went to watch it this morning to upload it, I realized it was just so ridiculous. So, we have all these threads on the Kava forums about crunk driving. I would certainly put this on a list of Kavas not to drink if there's going to be the operation of heavy machinery or even light machinery or even a freaking garden hose in your upcoming schedule. That being said, I woke up very refreshed today. Had a great day at work. Just got back, and really, so if you're looking for something that hits you hard, hits you good, puts you to sleep. I slept for like 10 hours. Nambawan is probably going to be a really solid, hand of cards to put your chips on. So, outside of a somewhat terrible taste, the peppery, piney, Vanuatuan kind of taste, I'd say that the Nambawan Kava root is fantastic. Really good stuff from Bula Kava House. They always seem to put the most potent stuff on the market, whether it's Nangle, Noble, or this Nambawan. They just do a fantastic job with their kavas. So yeah, that's about it. That's the end of my review. Bottoms up, I'm going to move on to some kava time within the next couple days and post that one up. So Bula from Baltimore, and hope everybody's staying warm out there. I'm not. I'm cold, very cold, suffering. But anyways, all right, guys and ladies, fare thee well. Bula, many Bulas to all.